Hola, boys and girls. That's hello for all you non-Spanish speakers.
Banana, banana. Breaking news with Zach and Aidan that night.
Tonight's topic,
The square deal.
what's a square deal, Aiden?
Well, in its simplest form, it can be described as the three C's. The first C, control of major corporations. The second C, consumer production safety protection. And the third C, conservation of the United States natural resources. What's your opinion on the square deal, Zach?
You know, I have heard that many argue against the square deal because they feel it had a negative impact on Americans' lives because it restricted imperialism within its own natural lands and it intervened government involvement in their daily lives.
I can see that.
However, it was a positive change because it regulated consumer safety, preserved land for natural conservation, and it involved the government within big corporations to stop monopolies.
Square deal.
Aiden, how did the square deal all come about?
Well, it all started with Theodore Roosevelt. He came along, he just made that square deal, right?
Yeah.
Created that, implemented it, used it.
But who is Teddy Roosevelt?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Zach. All right, Theodore Roosevelt, 26th President of the United States,
Oh,
served in office between the years of 1901 and 1909. His inauguration saw the introduction of social and political reforms sparked by the progressive movement. He was highly influential during this progressive era. His famous quote that a lot of people know, I shall see to it that every man has a square deal, no less and no more.
wow.
And that's how the square deal came around.
Sounds like quite a man.
Yeah, great man, wish I knew him, wish he was still alive. Let's talk about the three C's. Let's dive right in.
Let's start at the beginning. Always a good place to start. First one is control of big business. And Roosevelt wanted to control monopolies because he had a personal agenda against big companies controlling the American economy. And he controlled these with his antitrust legislations, which acted against monopolies. He had a personal agenda to support the American public's safety and progress reforms and personal relations because he wanted to advocate for consumer safety, and that's the main.
Oh yeah, he was on the side of the people, right?
That's why he was so popular, and he did gain a nickname as the Trust Buster.
Kind of like the Mythbusters, but for trust.
That's right, Aiden.
Wow, what a great man.
One to be remembered.
We'll be back after this quick commercial break. Thank you. Sorry for the quick interruption. Today we're going to be taking a look at some visuals we have here regarding the square deal.
In this one you can see being detailed is the idea of monopolies being almost animalistic and attacking the U.S. government as a whole. However, you see here Teddy Roosevelt being pictured as fighting this evil with a bill to regulate the railroad rates. This would defend the American people and uphold the Constitution and its American values.
Our second visual shows the then and now of Teddy Roosevelt. In the then, you can see Teddy as a very small figure down here in the corner, but in the now, you see Teddy as a very large figure. The other people are representing the big businesses, and then it shows that they had power over Roosevelt, but Roosevelt, through his legislation, now has power over the businesses who are now small and nothing. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Welcome back to Zach and Aidan at Night.
Moving on to the second C of tonight's topic of the square deal. Aiden?
Alright, the second C was consumer production safety protection. It all started out with consumer protection was first brought to the light when the book The Jungle was published by Upton Sinclair. It shed light on the meat packing industry and how meat was packaged and sold. In direct response to that, Roosevelt passed the Meat Inspection Act, which made a mandatory order on the process that meat was packaged and made it safe for the
Yeah.
people.
Consumer protection.
Other acts included the Pure Food and Drug Act, which banned the mislabeling of food and drugs. You can still see that act that Roosevelt put into place today in the United States, because today we have the Federal Food and Drug Administration, which requires all packaged foods to be correctly labeled, stating the ingredients, and help the Americans live a healthier life. That's all I got over here, Zach.
The third and final C in Roosevelt's Square Deal was the conservation of the United States' natural resources. Teddy Roosevelt wanted to save the environment and in 1905 established the National Forest Service. With that, he created 5 national parks, or 5 large areas that were federally protected from trespassing or vandalism. With the National Monuments Act, similarly, in 1906, Roosevelt then proclaimed 18 new United States national monuments, including the Grand Canyon in the United States. These acts protected these areas from trespassing, therefore protecting United States natural resources. With this, also, he established 51 bird reserves, 4 game reserves, and 150 national forests.
I love nature.
So did Teddy Roosevelt.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's great.
Great for the people. In conclusion, the 3 C's of the Square Deal are still implemented today. Revised as they may be, they have continuously proven to positively influence United States citizens. The Square Deal greatly impacted America because it conserved America's natural resources, prevented big businesses from gaining too much power, and ensured the safety of consumer products before distribution. That's all I got, Zach, tonight.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
On Zach and Aidan
At night.